It's Friday!
Yay!
Oh boy, if you only knew, you could say that again.
Yay!
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is Friday, June 5th, the 157th day of 2020. There are 209 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. And we're happy to be with you on this Friday. I know every day seems the same. Wait a minute. We're supposed to not have to be self-quarantining anymore. Why am I still quarantining? Is there going to have to be an intervention? Is someone going to have to come to my house and say, Paul, it's
come on out. Yeah.
You can come out now.
Yes.
And then I come out and the light is there and I cover my eyes and I'm alive. Jeez.
That was good.
Yeah.
Good piece of acting.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Who's acting?
Right.
Who's acting? Okay, it's Friday. The gang's all here. There's the Kafner, who just presented the news as it was meant to be presented. Thank you, Richard. We appreciate that. Of course, you know Dayna Clark there, already on the air with us, in the picture if you are watching us for these first 45 minutes online. And we'll be doing all the Friday things that we do. I guess we'll do movies today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. And we're open, Michigan, that thing. Mm-hmm. And so that's good. Brian Morton pressing all the right buttons, I hope. Although I still say switchboard offline. And Kim is sleeping. Lucky Kim.
Good.
And Ann has been off this week. And lucky us, Dave Kingpin Rieger has been in doing a great job, David. You've done a nice job.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate that.
Thanks. I've survived my second week with you now.
That's astonishing. There are very few
right.
very few people living that can say that. So what's going on?
Well, wow. There's a lot happening.
It's a big world, and there's a lot going on. Yeah, that's what Dick said.
Large
right?
world.
It's a large world.
That's what's going on. Here's something. Shelby Township's police chief has been sidelined, suspended over tweets.
Some tweets, and he has tweets under the investigation is to see if they're really him,
mm-hmm.
which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he has different handles. It's like going back to the CB days.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Come on, go ahead, good buddy.
Good buddy.
It's the chief there that they're alleging had some pretty inflammatory things to say about the people. Here's one of the problems I have with all this. I mentioned it yesterday. Here's one I never have mentioned. Cracker Barrel is adding beer and wine to menus. Woohoo! One of the things is you can't talk about, at least I can't and won't, the protesters in one sentence because they're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
There are the legitimate protesters that want to be and need to be heard, and their concerns about racism and their interactions with the police and all of that. And then there's the other group of people who aren't really caring about Mr. Floyd, who was laid to rest yesterday with nice ceremony. They don't care about him. They care about the excuse to riot, burn, and loot. You can't talk, in my opinion, you can't talk about these two people, these two sets of people in the same sentence. So when he is saying the terrible things he's saying, I hope and pray he's not saying that about anybody who's protesting, following their constitutional right to be heard and to protest. I would hope that he is saying just about the people who are rioting, looting, throwing bricks at police officers and all kinds of other stuff. And I can't think of enough bad things to say about those people. If I say them, am I going to get in trouble? That doesn't make sense. We're talking about two different groups of people. They're not even in the same world.
Yeah, I didn't see the tweet, so I can't really. I don't know
I read
what
some of the
he
tweets. I have the story
said.
here in my stack of woe, which is what all of this has become.
Stack of woe.
It's a stack of woe.
But expect a lot of people to start getting in trouble. Yay! Finally they're policing the police. So that's a good thing. If you've done nothing wrong, then you shouldn't be worried at all.
Which is most of the police, of course,
so
have
we'll
done
see.
nothing wrong. So anyway, we have 5:44 on this Friday morning, and we have our WJR traffic and weather first with Miss Dayna.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit pcadevzone.org.
All righty, we've got it. As I said, our WJR traffic and weather, Miss Dayna.
And we just are looking at construction, some upcoming road work this weekend along the Lodge southbound between West Grand Boulevard and 94 starting tonight at 8 p.m. The two left lanes are scheduled to close until 5 a.m. on Monday. Now, WJR weather first from the Weather Channel.
Not a bad looking forecast. Staying on the warm side, though, about a dozen above normal or more today. Sunshine, clouds around this morning. This afternoon, an isolated shower thunderstorm, 89. That's some cooler air coming in. We will clear overnight, fall back to about 63. And you'll feel the change tomorrow, sunny with a high near 80. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stitchicom, News Talk 760 WJR.
And on this Friday morning, Rush Limbaugh celebrating his anniversary today, his wedding anniversary. I am about to sneeze. Which I haven't had to worry about on camera. I could just turn my mic off and sneeze, but you notice how you wiggle your eyes, you wiggle your nose, you do all that, and you don't have to sneeze anymore. Anyway, Rush Limbaugh's anniversary today, if I'm not mistaken, with Catherine, and we wish them a happy anniversary. I just had a little conversation with him yesterday. He is hanging in there and doing well with his treatment, and that's certainly good news. Meanwhile, he is stopping by. He's here noon to 3, Monday through Friday, but stopping by right now. Rush?
You might remember the New York Times Magazine reporter responsible for that 1619 project said America's only foundation is 400 years of slavery.
Okay. So we have some of our Facebook fans checking in. Our usual suspects. Hi, Clay. Thank you for... He sent me some puppies. He has the cutest puppy profile picture on his. I'm a sucker for puppies. Puppies and babies. Hi, Trish and Christopher. And Tina says, good morning, Dick. Your biggest fan, Lily Hafner, says hello. Can he hear me? Dick
I don't know if he can.
Okay. Hey, Patrick. What's happening? Great protest in Monroe. TGIF. Yeah, it's been feeling like a long week.
Did you see the story about the Florida State head coach?
I did not.
Mike Norvell.
No, what happened?
This was quite the story. So he put out a mass text to all of his players that basically said, talking about the racial injustice and the inequality issues in the country has been battling the last few weeks. Then he goes on with The Athletic. He sends a quote to The Athletic along with a text that said that he had back and forth conversations with each member of the team. Well, this caused a problem because the team's star tackle, Marvin Wilson, said that he lied. He never talked to anybody about any of this. They all just received the mass text. And until further notice, nobody on the team is going to work out.
What?
Yes. So he got the whole team.
He got the whole team in trouble.
To basically say we're not going to work out because even though you did send out the mass text,
you're right.
You did not talk to us one-on-one about this stuff. So then they had a closed door meeting yesterday, and as of yesterday afternoon, an update had not been released. Although the school is saying the dialogue was open and very candid, and they looked like they were moving forward.
Do people? Are we at the point where people don't know that a lie is a lie and that it can't be checked? It's like, why would he say he talked to them? All you would have to do is ask. Like, I just thought that was quite an interesting story that
He sends out the mass text to everybody.
Right,
And everybody
right.
gets it,
Which
and
is
there's a copy of it.
Mhm.
Then he goes and he says that he talked to everybody one-on-one, and now they're saying, no, you did not talk to any of us one-on-one. And now guess what? We're not going to go and work out for
Right.
you.
Now we're not. Now we're mad at
So-
you because you
Right.
lied and you were caught in a lie. Why? I don't know why he would say that part. Again,
don't know.
it's easily checked.
I thought that was quite an interesting story.
Oh, gosh. And still no word on MLB or they're dragging their
The
feet.
NBA has finally
Oh.
decided. So
Okay.
that got approved. Now it's got to go to the Players Association.
Okay.
So they're going to start in July. I think July 9th.
Okay.
They're going to practice.
At
They're going to
Disney?
have at Disney.
Okay.
They're going to have 13 teams from the Western Conference, 9 teams from the Eastern Conference. They're going to have 8 regular season games to figure out playoff formatting. You might have to have a play-in game for the 8th seed for one of the conferences. And then they're going to go from there and play their playoffs until the season ends.
Okay.
Then they're going to have their draft. They're going to have their everything. And then they're going to start the new season like December 1st.
So will they be quarantined when they get to Disney? You're not going home. You're not.
I think they're quarantined there. I think their families are going to be there with them. So obviously, maybe the park will be open for the families so they can go and do what they need to do.
Okay.
And I think it's just everything's going to take place there, and they're going to just finish off the season.
Here's the thing, the ball. What do they get? Everybody touches the ball.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to get new balls every. Can you imagine every play a new ball every play? I know they can't do that. But that's the thing that everybody touches. So I guess they're going to test the players.
Yeah, I think that they'll be tested,
go back.
obviously, when they go back, and they'll be tested multiple times. And I think the PGA also adopted a new plan for testing for when they come back.
Okay.
And baseball is still a mess because
they can't agree.
Right. And then as far as hockey, well, you probably would know more about that than the rest of us. What does Trevor say?
Well, they're out. What has he told me lately? You told me there's only a certain number of teams that are in it anyway, but I don't know.
You're hearing the Paul W. Smith Show.
I don't know
News Talk 760
Dayna, you're gonna have to take over
WJR.
since Paul's not here. Brian said you're going to have to take over. Bring us back.
Okay.
You're up.
Oh, welcome back to the Paul W. Smith Show on News Talk 760 WJR. We are just having a little bit of technical difficulties here. We are live on Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, and on our website on WJR.com. And so we are kicking off the Friday morning show. I'm Dayna Clark. Paul W. will return in just a few minutes. We have Dick Hafner here doing the news. Brian Morton pressing all the buttons in the control room, and Kingpin is in the house as our producer, and Thomas will return next week. So we are just, talking about some topical things during our roundtable, and on break we were talking about sports possibly returning sometime soon. Dave, you says the NBA has a tentative plan so far. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it looks like the NBA is going to be coming back with a plan here of how they're going to move forward, and it is a 22-team format to finish the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to start on July 31st, all taking place in Orlando, Florida, and it was a 29-1 vote with only the Portland Trail Blazers voting against the proposal.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to have 8 regular season games, 13 Western Conference teams, and I think 8 or 9 Eastern Conference teams will play the 8 play-in games to get the playoff seedings all set. And then they will have they could have a play-in game because there was going to be New Orleans, Portland, San Antonio, Sacramento, Phoenix, and Washington are also going to join in for the potential to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to have their lotteries all set for August 25th. The draft is set for October 15th. And free agency should begin on October 18th. And then they're going to play until they get a winner down in Orlando at Disney. And then in December, they were going to start the new season.
Oh, wow.
So that's how it's going to work.
Well, we need sports to come back.
How far away are we from NHL?
Yeah.
That's what I was just asking Dayna.
He was asking me, Dick. I don't. Trevor doesn't tell me
Because of
anything
Dayna's
unless
connections.
I ask him. I have to ask him, "Hun, what's going on? What's going on?" I know they got it down to like what the certain teams that are going to play, which the Wings are not in it. So then we just lost interest. But I know a little bit about baseball, just a little. They're still up in the air trying to decide what's going on. I think the players don't want to take a pay cut, but it's like, do you want to play? It's like
the players came back to the owners with a proposal, and then the owners didn't accept the players' proposal. That was for the 114 game proposal that they had. So baseball is just fighting itself. The problem is every day that goes by, it makes it harder and harder for baseball to try to get back going.
Yeah, and
hockey has their proposal set. I just think they're just waiting.
So
they're and hockey's
so
going
we're going to have
playoffs.
NBA basketball.
Looks like we're going to have NBA.
Have NHL hockey. Baseball is 50-50 at best. And at least it looks like we can look forward to some college football. Although you remember the state of California a few weeks ago, all of the California state universities voted no football. They are not going to have students at the campuses. You're talking about places like UCLA and Cal. That's a ripple effect, I think, across the rest of college football.
It's the West Coast, Dick. Come on. I mean, it's the West Coast. We know that Michigan State University plans on having football if everything goes well. There may only be.
I think U of M will too.
I'm sure U of M will have to. If MSU is, all the rest of the universities will follow. I know MSU announced it first that they were going back to school at the end of May, but we'll see. I didn't hear the rest of what you were talking about. Just I came in at that last moment. Poor Ray Templin, our engineer, is going berserk, and it's hard to talk to them while I'm also trying to get on the air. And then when I get on the air, I have not yet been able to fire up the Comrex after rebooting. Sorry for the inside talk, folks. But on the other hand, if you've done Zoom calls and you've gone through some issues yourself along the way, I do believe that on this day, I must read this story now that I printed and brought along, and that is all this chaos might be giving you crisis fatigue. I think I'm right smack dab there in the middle of the crisis fatigue after spending an hour now trying to get on the air, trying to get on the StreamYard is what we use. What did I call it? Barnyard?
Yes.
I'm still thinking that's a pretty good name for me, at least. Barnyard. It says your body is well adapted to handle temporary stresses, but it's overwhelmed by the constant, unrelenting pressures of this horrible year. I bet I'm not the only one that can say that I'm feeling that kind of crisis fatigue.
That's why we feel tired all the time.
I think so too.
Even more than usual.
Kim is up, and I want to give her this. So there she is. And look what I got the other day. First of all, when Ray came over, he brought boxes of mail from the radio station.
Oh,
see, our post office may be in trouble, but there's still people using mail. And I'm one of them. But anyway, I want to thank Mark Rathbone, who is the CEO of Engineered Plastics, from mine to manufacturing. They have these face shields that they made. I didn't put it together yet, but you can see that's a face shield. Now, Mr. Hackett, Jim Hackett from Ford Motor Company, when he had the president in, and of course the president carried around a mask, he also tried on one of these face shields, which Mr. Hackett sent to me, which I'm so thrilled to have. Can you see what that says?
Oh, Commander-in-Chief, that's cool.
Nice.
Commander-in-Chief. So it's I
nice.
haven't put this one on either, but
Cool.
I kind of feel like the president right now.
That's
You look
nice.
stupid when you put these on. But anyway, I think that it should be worn by people when people are asking him to wear them. So that's
Yes.
one place where the president and I kind of disagree. If he's going to go someplace where they ask you to wear a face mask, you should wear a face mask.
I kind of feel like you need to have the theme music playing in the background when you have that, when you're wearing that.
The Hail to the Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's only for the president, Ray. I mean, Ray, there you are. Dave. Ray is now texting me and asking me to talk with him, apparently unaware that I'm on the air right now. And so, Ray, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Okay. Restart your router. Restart your Comrex after the router is up. See, the router is in the basement. The Comrex is upstairs. I've been running back and forth a lot. And then when I came up, I was off the screen here. So I'm back with big news on Fago coming up after the news at 5:59. We will be back as a group coming up here. But right now, take care of some business at 5:59. That's where that
to
guy
buy
speaks.
Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit pcadevzone.org.
And we've got our WJR traffic and weather first, and Dayna Clark.
And heads up on some upcoming construction along 94 westbound between Woodward and the Lodge. This is going to start tonight, 8 p.m. Two left lanes are scheduled to close until 5 a.m. on Monday. Now, WJR weather first from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Oakland University. Prepare yourself to advance with the Oakland University Executive MBA program, now enrolling for the fall semester. Transform your career by taking classes on the weekend. Learn more at OU's virtual info session on June 13th or at oakland.edu/EMBA. We are expecting sunshine this morning, hit or miss storms later this afternoon, about 3 to 9 p.m. It's going to be hot today, a high of 88 degrees, overnight low down to 64. It's going to be a great weekend ahead. Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 80. On Sunday, some clouds, some sun, a high of 74. Clear skies, 67 degrees. I'm Dayna Clark, WJR News with Dick Hafner in about 2 minutes. Are we on Facebook or whatever we're on? So Clay says the NHL opens Monday.
One other thing that I think happens today, I think, is NFL coaches are allowed to go either today or tomorrow. I think today, maybe, they're allowed to go back to their facilities.
Okay. Start getting that practice in.
Yeah. So they weren't going to allow, any coaches to go back until everyone was allowed to go back because of the stay-at-home orders for each state. So I think that everybody gets to go back.
Man, how rusty are they going to be?
It's going to be interesting to see how that all goes. You think NBA is going to be tough to try to keep it under control. NFL has, way more players and way more personnel that they need to bring along with them.
Right.
They also announced that each of the teams has to stay at their own facility for training camp too.
Okay.
So for training camp, they can't go, like, for instance, last year, the Patriots came to Allen Park to do dual training with the Lions. You're going to have none of that. Everybody's going to stay in their own facility to do their own thing.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sharon from the Mighty Mac Bridge. Good morning, Mike and Daryl. Thank goodness it's Friday, right?
I also see that tonight is the rare strawberry moon.
I saw that.
Which you guys always like to talk about, is the different moons that you guys can walk. Yeah.
So it's going to be what? A little pinkish, reddish. Let's see.
It says
Might be
it'll
darker.
Yeah. It says 3:12 p.m., I guess, is the moon projects to be at full.
Oh,
At
3:12. Oh, I actually might be able to see it. Moon watchers have a special year in 2020 with 13 full moons. Well, now we know what the heck has been going on since all these full moons.
Right, exactly.
In 2020. That explains everything.
That has been
that explains it all. Good morning, Ken from Gaylord.
There's going to be more. There's going to be more that are going to be coming.
Yeah.
You've got there's going to be the buck moon on July 5th.
Okay.
And the sturgeon moon on August 3rd, the harvest moon on September 2nd, the hunter's moon on October 1st, the blue moon on Halloween.
Blue moon,
which seems weird. It should be like orange, right?
Yes.
The beaver moon on November 30th and the cold moon on December 29th, which makes sense.
Now we know what the heck is going on.
So now for everybody who's excited to see all the different moons.
Yeah, they do look pretty cool.
Yeah.
They do look pretty cool. And so Universal Orlando is reopening today as well.
So all the people that are going to be able to, all the NBA families, they'll be able to hang out at this. So that's kind of cool. So you think about that.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and you're going to be quarantined at an amusement park.
Right.
For like 3 months. And you're a kid and your dad plays in the NBA.
Not bad.
And you're just going to go and I don't know. There's not going to be nobody else there, I don't think.
Yeah.
And you're just going to go and ride rides.
Yeah.
I mean, how
they're
cool
going to be good
and
with
then
it.
you're going to be, homeschooled probably. So,
well, I mean, it's summer at this point, right? So it should be done.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, you're quarantined at an amusement park. What's the first thing you're going to go do?
Roller coaster.
What's the first ride you're going on?
On the roller
Question
coaster.
is, are any my favorite thing to do are the carny games, which
I
know
because you never win.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You never win, but you know, and they're such a waste of money. But I love to try to win.
I know. My favorite is the when you try to get the thing and squirt it in the mouth and it goes up.
Yeah. And will they have food available? Will you be able to get elephant ears and
probably
and the different types of food?
I would think so. I would think you got to eat, and that they make a lot of money, on those food and drinks, and you're not going to tell your little kid, no, you can't have a lemonade that costs $20.
Right. Exactly.
Of course you're going to do it and spend it. So Clay says, how does the quarantine work if the public is at the park as well? I guess
I don't think the public is going to be at the park. I think that place is going to be closed down for just the families of the players.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to allow the public to be in there.
Bill says he's thinking that not having all the training facilities open the past few months, we're going to see increased muscle strains in sports. I agree.
They said that they were worried about that.
Yeah.
They said they were worried about injuries. So, so that could be a problem.
Mike says he meant to ask, do you all find yourself getting extra appreciative, extra rest by working from home? I do. I myself. You get about an extra half an hour, which when you get up this early makes all the difference in the world. So I actually enjoy working from home. It's a lot easier.
Can't answer that question because I still come into the station.
Yeah.
The Paul W. Smith Show.
Probably
News Talk 760 WJR.
Good Friday morning to you. That's right. It's Friday.
Yay!
Oh. Oh, you can say that again.
He did.
Did he say? There we go. What else this Friday morning? Thank you very much. Okay, forget all the rest. All right. Happy to talk to you. It is Friday, June 5th, the 157th day of 2020. There are 209 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. Even days like this, where all this chaos might be giving us crisis fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I'm standing in line for that one. The team is here. Dick Hafner, who just finished news. I did not hear it, but I know that it was good. Thank you, Dick. Dayna Clark, it looks like my microphone is coming out of your closet.
Does it?
Shelving right there. Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
That's my mic in her shelving. I don't know.
Perfect placement.
But my mic is right here. See,
There
I
you
can
go.
move it like that. Oh, the little box just. But this will probably explode before the end of the program. Dayna's here. Traffic, weather. We'll have movies. We'll have We Are Open Michigan, and we'll have lots of other stuff. And Brian Morton is in the studio. Kim Smith is in the office here with me, now awake. And of course, Ann is off this week. So Dave Kingpin Rieger, he earned that title. He earned it honestly on the bowling lanes.
No, he got that from the ladies. The ladies call him Kingpin.
Really?
Dayna was not supposed to divulge that to
right. I figured it out.
Paul W.
If only we had more time to delve into that one. Man divorces wife of 45 years over her obsession with cats.
Yeah, that could do it.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
This is some divorce attorney who wants to come on my show.
45 years.
45 years. Did he just notice the cats? I don't know. I'm assuming she didn't just pick up cats in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
45 years of marriage, he knew what he was getting when he got involved there. But some woman who's written the new rules of divorce, 12 secrets of protecting your wealth, health, and happiness, they want to come on the show and talk. Sorry. See, Dave, this is what I was talking about. People who have great ideas for us.
Right.
Oh, no, it's really an idea for them. But a woman filed for divorce because her husband talked too much. Wives generally say their husband doesn't talk enough. I'm looking at my wife.
Yeah, it's proven. That's a proven fact.
Men don't talk enough.
Into the litter box for him.
Yeah, he goes into the litter box. Well, he couldn't keep any secrets to himself.
Oh.
I'm not a very good, secret keeper. I am business-wise, but not, otherwise.
Right.
Let's see. Gail McCormick, at the age of 73, left her husband of 22 years after she found out he had plans to vote for Donald Trump.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Well, Dayna, don't speak too quickly, Dayna.
Well,
if you found out your husband was voting for Donald Trump, what would happen?
We'd have a talk, but he cannot vote. So Trevor cannot vote here.
Why can't Trevor?
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Yes.
Eh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's Canadian. Let's see. An Italian man reportedly filed for divorce after witnessing his wife levitate in the air.
I would be out of there so fast.
Not me. I would have cashed in on that. We would have gone on the road and made millions.
No.
Come on, levitate, sweetheart.
No.
It'd be a short act in Vegas, but it'd be a Vegas act worthy of
David Copperfield. Yes.
Yes.
No. I'd be gone so quick.
A 29-year-old woman reportedly divorced her husband after he told her, "I didn't really care for Frozen personally. Did you think it was that good?" Frozen.
Oh,
he didn't
that's
like the movie
stupid.
Frozen, and so she divorced him.
That's not well. There was
plenty. And I bet the court still made him pay. Let's see. Another Mr. Perfect was deceived by a woman who was wearing fake eyelashes and makeup that washed off when they went to the beach. So in a sense, I guess he divorced her because she didn't wear waterproof makeup to the beach. Let this be a lesson to you, young ladies. This was an Arab guy
without makeup.
This was who goes to the beach with makeup?
Well, yeah, I have.
I mean, maybe everyone
Not
does.
a lot, but
I know that Dave and I do, but other than that,
Yeah.
I know Dick.
Is
Dick
anyone
does
getting
not.
divorced for wearing masks during intimate relations?
Oh,
Right,
I
Dick, I heard that story.
I heard that story
How
yesterday.
Can you do that though?
I didn't use that story, but I'm sure glad someone did, and it happened to be you, Dick. Faygo Pineapple Orange returns. After being away for 15 years, you can now get your Faygo Pineapple Orange. It's back.
Yum, yum, yum.
I wanted to make sure I got that in there on this Friday, June 5th. Kim was struggling to get it very quickly. When Ray brought the I don't have enough hands, honey. When Ray brought back my mail, this was in my mail, along with those fabulous face shields from those very nice people.
Put on your shield and try to drink some Faygo.
Rathbone from Engineered Plastics, from Mind to Manufacturing. As you can see, I've got the Plugola going on here. What the heck?
Good.
All right, no more, Kim, no more. We've got to take care of some business here. 6:14 at WJR.
This report is sponsored by Discover. We treat you like you'd treat you. Get your free credit scorecard today, even if you're not a Discover customer. It includes your FICO credit score. And checking your scorecard won't hurt your credit. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
Let's check that traffic information, our WJR traffic and weather first with Dayna. And we say, have a great weekend to our social watchers. But you can keep listening to us here on your various social media and, of course, at 7:60 a.m. WJR. I hope you'll stay with us all morning long. Dayna?
We have an accident, Paul W. just reported in Detroit, 94 westbound after Cecil. A collision there is blocking the left lane. Now, WJR weather first from the Weather Channel.
Looking pretty good this morning. Lots of dry pavement out there. Clouds in with clouds mixed with sunshine as we go through this morning. Isolated showers